Okay, Shalom. Shalom, Shalom, Kum Yashala. Koholoimla, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. That by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan the Waf just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And I was watching this guy, Zach Rios, and he has an article on the cost of living epidemic is out of control. And he's going through, he's going through, I'm pretty about halfway in the video now, but he is just cut into like the parts about the housing as far as rent, but he just went off into the food. Before that, he went off into cars and car insurance and things of that nature, if I'm not mistaken. But he's just breaking down everything that's costing. And you got, kind of doing these tallies as far as like, okay, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever, how cheap it might have been, at that particular time and how much stuff has, inflated since then. So everything pretty much overall from the pandemic standpoint, so to speak, these past couple of years, say if you was getting $100 worth of groceries, that same thing, if you was getting the exact same items, pretty much from what he was talking about, the same items, if you were to go to the grocery store and get right now, or wherever you want to go and get, it don't matter, cars, insurance, housing, whatever. I think housing probably jumping a little bit, probably got a little bit more of a jump, but you're spending at least 25% more for those items now. So if you were to get this, you went shopping 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you got something for $100. That same thing would be $125 today, or $125 to $130. It was kind of varying. You had some that was like, some stuff went up 20%. I'm talking about they cut into it like from cheese, butter. This guy was kind of going into it. I wish I could play a nice amount of it, but I wanted to just get to this part right here where you got this lady right here. She's in scrubs. I'm not sure what she's not saying exactly what she does, but she probably works somewhere in the medical field, making okay money, but she lives by herself. That's a problem with a lot of you women. You want this independence. You just want this way of life that's just not smart. Like for real. Now I'm not sure, why she's living by herself and whatever, it could have been with somebody, didn't work out, whatever the case may be. But America is not situated and fitted for marriages anymore. It's like people are just out here just dolo. A lot of women are really dolo. A lot of men not having it no more. A lot of men not really wanting to deal with. Even these simps, man, are starting to wake up. So a lot of women are going to be stuck in these last days. It's going to be a lot more pressure on them because a lot of the women, they dealing with the children as well. See, food stamps, Section 8, all that stuff is done them pretty well. But like even with, they giving extra food stamps. I know like where I'm at, they giving the women, a little bit more, elderly a little bit more. They kind of been, kind of trying to make up for the increase in prices. But in a lot of places, that's not the case. So the same things that you was buying before, you're not able to buy like you used to buy. That whole cart has now turned into a half cart or 1/3 of a cart. You're not getting the same amount of food, or you're not getting the same bang for your buck. I'll put it that way. But let's play the video. Just by the Spirit, we'll grab a couple of scriptures. This is for educational purposes only. Not getting any monetary value off of it. So copyright disclaimer, but she's about to pretty much give you the average person that's in America right now. And even with men, but men can handle that stress a little bit better because there's a lot of dolo men. The men on the dolo, they just got them apartment. And men are not generally outrageous with having to have this perfect place to stay. We don't need figurines and shit around the house. We don't need, the house painted this type of color. You know what I'm saying? All these different things on the wall, and shit that no, we don't need all that. We just need our bed, generally a TV, we got our cell phones. That's pretty much, that covers it all. You know, a little refrigerator to hold some eats in, you know. And generally, men are cooking for themselves, so they know how to cook some, you know. So it's nothing for men to have a studio apartment and live beautifully. And a lot of people are living out of RVs and stuff like that now, too. I seen a lady yesterday. She was living out of a shed in the back of her parents' house. She had, you know, kind of rigged it up and fixed it up. But she had like a little, what appeared to be a twin-size bed in there, you know what I'm saying? Or some to the extent of a cot. But she had, you know, she built shelving in there. She beautified it, you know, she made it a little ladylike. But I'm thinking but this is the results of the younger generation. And I keep seeing this comment. Matter of fact, the comment is right here. You will own nothing and be happy. Your boy Klaus Schwab. I kept seeing that comment pop up. But let's play the video. It's lucky I don't mean to rant.
So I could see that being more popular now, especially if some of these videos start taking off and getting a lot of views on TikTok. People will probably start doing the same. Now we'll transition talking about the costs of homes, whether it be mortgages or rent, because that has been one of them that has angered people the most, because it's basically priced out a lot of people around my age of ever being able to afford a house, unless we all start making like $250,000 a year, because it's gotten pretty nuts. As of June 2024, cost of homes in the U.S. has increased significantly since 2020. Prices of homes up 47% just from early 2020, so basically COVID. 50% more in 4 years. And the median sales price is now 5 times the median household income. In the second quarter of 2024, average home prices were $412,000, which is a 3% decrease from previous quarter, but still up 28% from the second quarter of 2020. And because people can't afford houses, clearly the only option is renting, but you can't really get out of that either. As of early 2024, rents are up 26% nationwide since the beginning of COVID and are still on the rise 3 out of every 5 markets. So even people trying to move out of wherever they live currently because maybe they're getting priced out, they can't really afford it anymore, they move somewhere else and rent for a while. It seems like the stats are against you for that area that you moved into, rising in price and getting priced out in the new area moved in. So it just seems like the only real good solution, which just seems stupid, is to just make more money. Like, people are magically supposed to just find out how to do that. And then the financing cost for mortgages have more than doubled to $22.78 per month, again in just the past 4 years.
I just got my new lease agreement because my lease ends next month, and freaking out a little bit. Every single year, my rent has gone up by $100. I live by myself. I pay the entirety of the rent on my own. My new rent starting next month is $1,200. $1,200. For one, I don't know how I've even been paying $1,100 for the past month. I don't know how I've been doing it, but I've been doing it. Barely. To divulge some extra information that I probably should not divulge, I get paid every week. And for 2 weeks, I can't touch my paycheck, not even $1, because those 2 paychecks have to go to rent. I essentially don't have any money for 3 weeks most of the time during the month. And that just repeats month after month after month. So I'm not sure about what we're gonna do going forward. Luckily, it's my birthday next week, and I am going to get a chunk of change that I will be holding on to for dear life.
So that means at least 50% of her income is going right into rent. The other thing that I took away from this is that she's wearing scrubs, so it's not a guarantee.
Okay, so hey, that's you see it, man. You see it. I know somebody kind of like in a similar situation, ended up getting a second job and didn't do no better. You know, was handling everything with the first job, wanted to get a second job, you know what I'm saying, to have some extra cash, but ended up getting a second job and still can't, you know, because people don't be prioritizing like that, man, you know, kind of blow through money or whatever. But you think like, okay, if it's just you and you're the only one that's doing this, then you should be trying to at least, you know, I guess put to the side at least something. I don't give a shit if it's $10 a week, you know, $20, $25, $50, whatever you can do. just in case, and this she's talking about just the rent. She's not mentioning whether or not she got a car. Let's say she don't have no car. She still got to pay for public transit. But more than likely, she probably got a car. Paying for this high-ass gas. That's not to mention you still got to eat. Right? If she got a car, if anything goes on with the car and it break down and she need a part or something like that, then, people just out here just kind of like, she's straight telling you that she can't, she's dealing with nothing throughout the month, basically. Because there's other things that really have to be paid. She's not saying that, she's, I don't know, she's kind of seeming as if she just doesn't have the family or kids. But you think with women, generally, they don't be thinking like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have a girl cousin that you was cool with growing up with that y'all can both share the rent. You don't have well, obviously you don't have no damn man. You don't have an auntie that you cool with. You not cool with your parents. You might as well just move back in with your parents and help them out. Hell, they might let you get away with throwing them $600 a month. 700. Hell, I mean, even if you was throwing them 800 a month, that will hold you, keep you at least 400 in your pocket. That might handle the car note or something like that. You don't know nobody that you can, you ain't got no homegirls from school. You didn't meet nobody where you went to school at to get the job that you have. You don't know nobody at your job. But anyway, a lot of people burn bridges, man, and just pretty much overall selfish as hell. But let me just go to the Apocrypha. I didn't really have anything lined up. I was just kind of watching that video. And it's people that's going through that, man, on a day-to-day basis. And things are growing. Like I said, everything that went up at least 25%. I've noticed it myself. The Dolo. And, I just, we just cable type of deal. I ain't looking for, I don't do no bunch of shopping. I got my own little setup at the crib. I be going to Salvation Army store, be grabbing little movies and shit on DVD. I got a DVD player, but I got internet. I can watch other shit, on the Roku or whatever, Fire Stick, whatever. But I ain't even into none of that shit, man. I just need internet to do lessons with. That's it. As long as I got internet to do this work, I'm good, man. I don't give a shit about none of that other stuff. Keep some, I do a little shopping. I go and get what I need for the week. Pretty much I'm grabbing the same things, but I noticed that those same things that I'll be grabbing, done went up, I used to spend about $50 a week or so on groceries, you know what I'm saying? But now, I'm spending about 75-ish, which, like I said, everything done went up about 25%. But this is Ecclesiasticus 25:7. And that lady, she was kind of keeping it together. I can't even imagine, you know what I'm saying, when she really be sitting to herself, she probably crying her ass off. Ecclesiasticus 25:7, there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy. And the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man to have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies. And that's what we're witnessing. We're witnessing the fall of our enemies, and especially as the men of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Because even our women are enemies of ours, man. So we're even watching their fall. Because they're the ones that's really going through it. Like I said, dudes ain't thinking about none of that shit. If it weren't for women, men wouldn't do half of the shit they be doing. Them niggas wouldn't even halfway wash their ass, man. They wouldn't even brush their damn teeth, man, if it weren't for women. Men generally get up and try and have all the trinkets and all the good shit to pull a woman. That's pretty much it. Some shit to show off. Because they know that women are visuals. Women see you with a nice car, bang, she jumping in with you. She want to know what's going on with you. This nigga can have the raggediest house ever. And she may not never even know. He done pulled her with the car. You got to do nothing but take her to the room, whatever. And it's a wrap from there. But men generally doing the shit that they doing for women. But I'm starting to notice that I'm seeing a lot of men, like where I'm at, they just pulling up on a lot, man. It's plenty of houses that have been torn down from blight, shit like that. And people just pulling up on these lots, man, and setting up shop. And pulling up a trailer on the back of the truck or a damn RV and they pulling in and shit, have set up a nice little garden on that bitch as well. Start a damn fire, you know, wood everywhere. At least through the neighborhood I'm in, shit, I can roll all through the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? And this the city, this Detroit. I can roll up and down the alleys in Detroit from where, you know, the power line company, they came through and lazily cut down a bunch of trees, but never, they just cut them up, you know, cut all the trees up into like blocks and logs. So it's nothing for me to walk down through these alleys and get me some wood, chop that shit up, throw it underneath my my little grater, or, you know, my little you know, hey, I'm all about survival outside if I need to. You got no problem starting no fucking fire. You got no problem stuffing no wood underneath no shit, man. And you better know how to start a damn fire. I done a lesson on that before, you know, and that was just with the flint hookup. But it's a few ways. It's plenty of you know, survival YouTube videos, so to speak, where you can learn a little stuff if you just, you know, got less or whatever. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with knowing a little stuff like that, man. You know, a lot of that stuff come in handy. Just never know if you have to use it or not. We're praying that we don't. But if we have to, which some of us, a lot of us will, you know, because even the apostle, I remember when I first came in this truth, the apostles was talking about how, I remember Apostle Tahar was like, I still got them boots too. He said, get you a good pair of waterproof boots. He said, you might be a pilgrim. You might be living out of a backpack. And that never dawned on me before I came into this truth. Like, yeah, when shit goes down, when shit hits the fans, you just never know, man. You might be, Esau can shut down the lights. He can shut down the electricity. He can shut down the gas. He can shut down, like I got a little outside stove I ended up grabbing from Walmart. And the shit worked good too. I tried it for the first time, you know what I'm saying? I just gave it a try. And, you know, it's small, but it's a nice eye. It's just one eye, you know, as far as like fire. But you just, you know, you shove some wood into it. It's small, you know, so you just need little pieces of wood, really pellets, you know, just in case you don't have no pellets. I'm just thinking wood, because there's plenty of wood around me, you know. Start a little flame. You get the little fire going. Let them little twigs get going, and then you got some bigger pieces of wood. Man, that shit burnt hot as shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And I actually cooked some on it. And I was thinking about getting another one. It was like $40. They got some bigger ones too. But I ended up getting a small one that fits into a backpack. Comes with it's got its own bag, drawstring bag. And I thought it was dope. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I grabbed one of those. I got one of those fold up like grills or grates. I don't know what they call them. But, you know, the legs fold under and you can just slide it down. You know what I'm saying? Or then all you got to do is let the legs out and place your wood underneath it. And you can cook shit all on that boy, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, little solar joints. Got a you know, little inverter, you know, for the car. Just in case, you know, an inverter come in handy too. You can get you a nice little 1,000 watt to a 1,500 watt inverter. I mean, if you can afford the 3,000 watt and up, 5,000 watt, I mean, shit, you can run some shit off of those. But, you know, just something that you can plug into your car. And in case you need to, you know, warm something up or do whatever, man, you can plug whatever into it. At least, you know, keep some, I mean, people getting flashlights and batteries and stuff like that. But I figure if you got some old ass cell phones, unless they completely EMP them out, you know, you can use you know, the flashlights on a cell phone, you know. But they got plenty of they got shit that you can USB you know, lights and lanterns that you can USB plug up and be charged. That's what I was saying about, you know, at least, you know, in your car you can do a few things, you know what I'm saying, you know. Just survival type stuff, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean to rant, you know what I'm saying, but you just never know what you're gonna need, man. You don't know what's about to happen out here. Ain't no telling what's about to happen, man. Shit, I got a damn airsoft gun. Yeah, you know, you just never know, man. Hell, a damn pellet gun, you gotta come in handy for your ass. I don't care what. You got a nice little sharp knife. You need a sharp, you know, or you know, a damn slingshot could come in handy. I'm talking about just shit that, you know, I grew up off of. You know what I'm saying? You know, just you know, and making that stuff. You can make stuff like that. And shit, I wouldn't, you know. It's videos that you can watch as far as vegetation that's around you that you can, that's edible. just in case. Because you just never know, man. You know, we may soon very well go into survival mode. None of us know a lot, though. You know? But I just found this to be interesting that this lady is, you know, she's paying that $1,200 a month by herself. She's like, I don't even know how I've been paying $1,100 a month. Well, why would you? I've always had friends, you know, they're like, now I you know, I don't live with, I got to, you know, I don't live with roomies like that now. But, man, I've always had friends, man, you know, that shit, man. You want to go in on this? Let's get this crib, bro. Shit, he going half, I'm going half. We split everything down the middle. Shit, we was good to go. You know, damn shit, what the fuck would I, well, you know, how you going, what you need with a whole fucking house to yourself for? But see, that's the selfishness of these women a lot of the times. They want to look at me. This is where I stay. This is my place. And, you know, just want to have that. It's a mindset of American bullshit, basically. Things that you don't really need to have. You're living outside of your means for nothing. Because in this day and time, shit, it's almost smart that you live with somebody. Shit. The shit that's about to come down the pipe. You'd rather be at least have some, you know, what the scriptures say. Let me get that real quick. 2 is better than 1. See, you know. Yeah, we overall, man, pray for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to have mercy on us, though, for real. In these days and times, because it's about to get rough out here. No, it's, what is that, Proverbs? Could be Ecclesiastes, though. Yep, here we go right here. We start at verse 9. Ecclesiastes 4:9. 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor. See? I mean, damn, she don't know nobody else? That's crazy. You want to share this rent? You want to make your rent look, let's make shit cheaper for each other. We can both live. I'm thinking, I know some, you know, it's like, even if people weren't so fucking selfish, see, the only people that's really not living all selfish like that really is Issachar or Northern Kingdom. Northern Kingdom will hook up in one house, man, and they'll be in that motherfucking really doing it together. For real. I'm starting to see, I've been seeing that throughout the hood anyway, because a lot of Issachar, Northern Kingdom is moving into the neighborhoods now. I'm starting to see that, but they get down, man. They don't have no problems. Everybody in the fucking house paying one car payment. They'll get a damn van, a SUV. Everybody loading up in that bitch, but everybody in the house that work, they're putting some money towards that vehicle. Not just you. Not just you. Here you go. You trying to spend $1,000 a month on a damn car payment to go along with insurance, to go along with gas with no fucking help at all. It don't make no sense. But that's the mindset of the American people, man. Verse 10, it says, for if they fall, the one would lift up his fellow. So if she fall back and she missed some days of work from the way that she's talking, she will be through. Unless she really just got some help that she can lean back on. But you know, how many times can you lean on people these days is the thing too. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not another to help him up. Again, if 2 lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, 2 shall withstand him. And a threefold cord is not quickly broken. So really, in reality, her ass need to come across a third person. You don't know 2 other people that y'all can both. Everybody not going to be at the house at the same time if everybody working. Unless y'all just all work the same shift. You know, you're not going to be, I mean, you got your own spot. You got a room that you can close your door to for your privacy. You know. As long as there's no arguments about, you know, supplies, you know what I'm saying? You know, who's, you know, getting dishwashing detergent, soap, you know, you can have all that shit in your own room. Matter of fact, it's, you know, you know, that's been going on as of late, real strong, where you can go get a room. It's all kinds of advertisements where you can go and get a room. You might be staying with some complete strangers, but you will have that room to yourself where you're able to lock that room. If you want to deal with the kitchen, you know, then you just keep you a couple of things in your room that you want to maybe warm up or cook or whatever you want to do it. But, even, a lot of people, they, like I said, they'll live out of an RV and they'll just have like a Planet Fit membership so they can go and shower and stuff. So they getting a workout and a shower. And they pretty much just, hey, I'm in my RV. I'm going to, and I'm going to grab what I'm going to grab to cook. And some people just seeing that to be cheaper for them. It's a lot less stressful. So the American way, Esau Edom's way, is really falling. People are really kind of folding back to what life would have been in the ancient days anyway. Because a lot of people lived in tents. You kept them clean, You pretty much generally had a damn pot outside, a damn pot of stew. You stuffing wood underneath, come on, bro. You go up into the way of the Native American Indians when they was living off the land. Man, they had it perfectly, man. And that's all of our people. They knew how to live off the land. And that's one thing that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, has taken away from the people. People don't know how to do stuff like that no more. People don't know how to set no fire. People don't know how to fish. People don't know how to hunt. The average woman, she not going out chopping no goddamn wood if she got to set a fire. Average person don't even have an axe. Certain things, you have to just have. I lost a few things in my last truck when I had an accident or whatever not too long back. But I definitely got to replace some of those things, things that I used to kind of keep in the back of my bed or whatever. But it wasn't too crucial, but it's just certain things that you just gotta, you want to have. You just never know when you're gonna need it. Never know when you're gonna need it, man. For real. An axe comes in handy. Your ass can chop some wood, and you can have some I don't give a shit, a couple of cigarette lighters or something, or some damn matches on deck to set. You just never know how this shit is gonna go, man. I remember that blackout that happened. It was like 50 million people. There was a whole eastern seaboard. But I can remember, and that shit was only for 24 hours. But I can remember how fucked up it was. And how people was panicking, man. And how people was acting at the gas stations. Shit, motherfuckers was everywhere, man. It was motherfuckers doing all, it was dark. No street lights was on. I'm talking about when I say pitch fucking black. Hey, you don't want that kind of work in these days, man. You just never know, though, man. You just never know what you're going to need. So I just wanted to touch on this for a hot sec. Shabbat is about to end over here on my end of the world. Just wanted to just put together another lesson, you know what I'm saying, for the day. But, we just roll in the spirit, man. But, when I was listening to this, because I listened to over half of this video. But like I said, everything is 25% more. 25 to 30% more easy. Some a little higher. 35 to 40. I would say 40% tops overall. I guess some shit done hit 50%. But man, things are expensive. And it's not going as well for women like how we used to. See, niggas used to have money to splurge. Even dudes is like, yeah, that shit's not happening no more. Jake don't have that trick money like that no more. So women are starting to, only the baddies are the baddies, and they not even getting out of it what they really want out of it no more, as far as using dudes. But no, it ain't, I don't understand this chick. She should have pulled some other people into play and say, hey, y'all want to share this apartment with me? I got a room over here. For $1,200. Who knows though? Maybe wherever she at, shit, that could be a damn studio apartment. Some places you can't even get a studio apartment for $1,200. So I don't know what state she's in, because shit, you in New York, Cali, some certain place, hell, even like Ohio, even here in Michigan where I'm at, man, shit is getting outrageous. It's getting outrageous. People been bunking up, so to speak. You're in bunk up season now. All that, girl, look at the place that you ain't even got time to even do nothing in but sleep and take a bath. Then you right back at work and you can't even spend no money for 2 weeks. because you gotta save everything you have to like how are you eating for those 2 weeks that you just putting your money to the side? Like, no, that's crazy as hell, man. So yeah, we're definitely living in some end days times. A flood behavior is about to happen. People are getting a lot more scantless because of these situations. People are getting a lot more scam like. So you gotta watch. You gotta watch even your own people, man. That cousin that that hey, even your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your uncle, man. Hey, everybody is pretty much to be scrutinized these days. You can't trust nobody. You don't know who's gonna get down on you, especially if they're not into this truth, man. That's something to be careful of. Don't you gotta damn near not even let some certain family members in your house even see what you're working with. Because if they know what you got, and when shit hit the fans, they're gonna be coming to your house. They're gonna be banging on your door. Everybody gonna want to pull up on you because they know that you've been preparing, so to speak. I know such and such got some canned goods. And then you're gonna be looking like, because nobody is gonna want to see their people being going being done, going down like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is gonna want to see their people hungry. That's just the way that we are. But it's gonna come a point where people are gonna get very callous, and they're gonna get desperate, and they're not gonna care about you being a family member, man. So let me just grab one more. People are already out here doing all kinds of heinous shit, all for the bag. Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. So yeah, you gotta walk circumspectly out here. You gotta and just use wisdom, man. Because see, it's not as hard for us because we're just about our daily bread. We're not after the Hellcat. We're not after the Challenger. We're not after the new Escalade. We're not after the new Expedition or whatever shit is out here. We're not after the new car. We're not out here after the new shoes. We're not, ain't nothing wrong with going to get you something if you need something. But man, I'm more on some needly basis. I need this, I'm grabbing it. Fuck it. Season is about to change. I may need some thermals or some whatever. You grab that shit, man, and keep on moving. Make sure that the car is maintenance. Make sure that you know what I'm saying. You got proper tune-ups and things of that nature, just in case. I don't even go nowhere. I'm sitting in the ride right now. Of course, it's the the Shabbat, so I ain't been nowhere today anyway. But I generally, man, I don't go nowhere. I'm not into that. You know what I'm saying? I'm about my daily bread. Read, we do lessons, and we're waiting, man. That's the thing. We're waiting on Yahweh Bashim Shai to get us out of this, so we don't ever have to worry about no damn rent or paying this man for some fucking fluoride water, or paying for some damn, We're just trying to we're waiting out our prison sentence to get to the kingdom, man. That's overall all that we're into, and that's where your mindset should be at. All this fucking going out here trying to, I want to live here. I need this type of house. I'm going to college, man. Ain't no time for none of that shit. That shit is a wrap. All that is over with. So really, in reality, what this chick is doing, there's really nothing wrong with it in a sense, because she just don't know what she's doing. But that's pretty much, she's living by, that's daily bread. Daily bread, man. Pay the bills, gas the ride up, and do that shit all over again. You get a little bit of vacation time, whatever you can take off to relax. Take it as your leisure, man, as you please. But just do the basics, man, and keep yourself going. Keep yourself, moving. You should be like a well-oiled machine when it comes to that. Because these other people, that's like, when you see people around you, they may look nice. They got on the best shit. This chick, you might see her at work. She might be dressed the best. She got the best, nice handbags, nails and shit always done. Always got the snuffleupagus on her eyes. Them big ass, them wings on her eyes and shit. Hair and shit might be kept. But you don't know what she going through at the house, trying to keep up with all that shit. Stressed all out. rushing to pick the kids up from the daycare, you know, doing all that. You just don't know shit, man. We living by our daily bread is peaceful to me. You ask me. This is a peaceful lifestyle. You ask me. Daily bread. The water Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That's it, man. We going to sleep, get back up, do that shit all over again. and praising Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, until the day of his coming, man. So, with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. Kwam Yashala, the Bible Ball.